This is the story of a girl who runs. Put all the names and faces she knew and trailed it behind her on the tail of a kite. She gathers speed, lets go, and watches the kite recede into the distance. This girl lives in a state of temporary. My phone is filled with more numbers than context, a series of meaningless numbers with no name. No permanent photos. I tap that little delete button every year. Erase the evidence, erase the crime, because you don't matter to me. No, I'm afraid you'll matter to me. Do you see why it's so easy for me to leave? To take up what little I have and just disappear? Because I have one hand on the doorknob, treading as close as I can to the fraying edge of the future. One more step, and I tumble down into 4 years of a new place, new faces, eyes staring months, years ahead. I don't have time for you. No, I'm afraid that you don't have time for me. When you think about it, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, we are but an infinitely small blip on the timeline of the universe. They try and tell you otherwise, that you were born with the blood of stars running through your veins and that each and every single one of us is extraordinary. It's a lie. I'll forget you. But I want to forget you first, before you ever had the chance to forget me. For someone who never really goes anywhere, my shoes are fastened awfully tight, laces at the ready. I think I'm straining, reaching, wrestling to get away from anything that might tie me down. So let me say goodbye to you, because I don't want to hear you say it back to me. I grew up as a girl who runs, who hides. I grew up as a coward. Hold your heart. Shield it. Don't cry. My dad told me that my family would be there for me forever, but others, there's no guarantee. And I love guarantees. So you're a liability. I think I've always been a little too in love with my ideas, my dreams. I want the stars to take me up in their arms and carry me away. So when you show me and pull back that night sky and show me that decorated ceiling, those white flecks of paint, I'm not ready for that. You see, Alice was lost in Wonderland, and I'm lost in these stupid little ideas of perfect friendships, perfect memories, and perfect first loves. Because perfect is nice, perfect is pleasant, perfect is lovely, but perfect is lonely. And I don't know if I feel isolated from you or if I feel isolated from myself. I don't know if I'm afraid of entrusting myself to you so that you can govern when the tears switch on and off, or if I'm afraid that I'll never be able to entrust myself to anyone at all, or ever relinquish that control. I just know that I feel lonely. And it used to be so easy to forget that you're leaving. It isn't so much anymore. You can count numbers, write numbers, but I didn't know that you could feel numbers, that suddenly hundreds of miles would feel heavy, bitter, urgent, sharp, sad. The girl who is captivated by the future knows above all else that time only stretches so far it's bleeding out, drip after drip of seconds, minutes, hours. Then it dies. And I refuse to slip away into oblivion without a taste of these imperfect friendships, imperfect memories, and imperfect first loves. I refuse to slip away without clinging to you first. I think I'm still running away now. I can't help it. But sometimes people like me run away to see who comes chasing after you. My feet are dragging now. They're slowing to a walk. So this is the story of the girl who stopped blurring the landscape and the faces, who began to see for the first time the little details, the little memories that you learn to carry with you when you're finally ready to leave. The girl who stopped shielding her heart, stopped saying goodbye first. The girl who slides into a booth across from you, stops making excuses, and waits to see what happens next.